Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Borj Burgos, and I am the founder of the Digital Transformation PH Facebook community. Currently, I am employed as a senior manager in the transformation and solutioning space in the BPO industry. Digital transformation is more than just a buzzword. It's a must-have in order for businesses to succeed, right? The way they deliver their value to their customers, and most importantly, how to stay competitive. Pero even given that introduction of what a digital transformation is, ang madalas na mga tanong na nare-receive natin, na natatanggap natin, especially coming from those who want to start their careers in digital or they want to shift their careers from a different industry into the digital transformation space is how to start. What do I need to do? What are the skills do I need to have? So, I think my typical question, is it strictly technical in nature? Kailangan ko ba matuto ng programming? Paano kung nasa nursing industry ako or nasa healthcare or nasa insurance? Kailangan ba may call center background? Or nag-aaral pa lang ako ng data analytics? Pagagamit ko ba yung skills na inaaral ko as I transition to digital transformation? So we will try to answer that. Okay? Para mas maintindihan natin how your skills or your existing career can fit into the digital transformation, tingnan natin siya. So there are actually like 8 specific areas in the transformation team. But for this presentation, I will be dividing them into two. The first one is the technology side, and the other one will be the business side. So, balik muna tayo sa technology side. In the technology side, nandyan yung mga skill set that are technical in nature. Siguro mas madali nating maintindihan ng skills that is needed to be successful in the digital transformation team if we will look at it from the illustration of yung paggawa ng bahay. Okay? So, yun yung gagamitin nating analogy. And then the business side, this is where those who are not technical in nature, yung skill, pero you will realize na pwede pa rin pala kayong magsimula sa digital transformation even if you do not have a very technical background or experience. Okay? So let's begin. The first one that I want to talk about is the technologies. Sila yung builder. So kung gagamitin natin yung analogy ng mga gumagawa ng bahay, sila yung talagang manpower. Sila yung may iba-ibang skill. Merong mason, merong welder, merong karpentero, di ba? And all those skills, group together, club together in order to build the house. So the technologies are your experts, and they are experts in the leading edge applications. Sila yung nakakaintindi ng mga bagong technology, and then they will say, oh, ito yung kailangan mo sa business, and this is exactly the technology that you need. So they are very indispensable manpower in any development project. So if you have the skill set, the technical skill set, kagaya ng cloud computing, AWS, front-end developer, you are a full stack developer, you are a web dev, you can create mobile apps, programmer ka, even those in the data science and data analytics would fall into this, right? So especially yung mga nag-aaral ng Python, machine learning, artificial intelligence, predictive analytics, data warehousing, data lakes, basta lahat ng technical dito yung pumapasok, right? So this is where the meat and the heavy lifting happens. So obviously, not everyone are perfect fit in this area, but let's move forward and then you will see how other skill set would come into play to be part of the technical or technology side of the digital transformation team. The next piece will be the security and compliance. Bale, sila yung technology plus legal team. Siguro kung gagamitin ko yung illustration ng paggawa ng bahay, sila yung mga building engineers. Sila yung marunong sa paggawa ng bahay, and then at the same time, they know building codes, they know the laws, they know yung mga building permits and all, yung mga um, specifications na pasok and compliant sa mga requirements ng city engineering office. So ganun. These people, they may have a high level overview or high level understanding of the technology involved, but they are more inclined towards the legal side. So they combine the technical skills. At the same time, they have deep knowledge of the laws and regulations. Dito pumapasok yung contract management, data governance, data privacy, human resources, legal and compliance. Dito rin pumapasok yung paggawa ng contract, paggawa ng, and of course, the cybersecurity. Ano yung mga technology infrastructure na kailangan para hindi ma-hack yung system and all those kind of things. So basically, these are your tech plus legal team. Sila yung compliance specialists. Sila rin yung gumagawa ng risk management and business continuity plan na ipinapasa at sinasubmit sa client before it gets approved, because obviously the client's question would be, how secure is this technology that we're trying to implement? Let's cite an example. Kapag nung yung nag-transition yung mga banks from the brick and mortar business approach into the digital banking, right? Pera yun eh. So they have to make sure that, legals and risk mitigations are in place para hindi magamit or hindi ma-abuse or hindi ma-compromise yung technology at yung privacy at syempre yung pera ng kanilang mga customer. So that's your security and compliance specialist. So as you can see, if you have some background in data governance, or you have been doing work in the data privacy, or you've been doing work in the HR, building contracts for clients in the past, pasok ka rito. Pwede kang magsimula sa digital transformation using that work experience. Moving forward will be your business/technology liaisons team. Sila yung middleman, sila yung intermediaries. Sila yung nakakaintindi ng both of the technical side and the business side. So, ito yung mga solutions architect. Or kung gagamitin ulit natin yung illustration, sila yung mga architect, di ba? Kapag papagawa ka ng bahay, you would talk to an engineer and you say, this is what I want to be done in my, this is the design, ito yung gusto ko mangyari. And then the architect will say, teka, hindi pwede yan kasi yung strength of materials, di ba? Yung materials na gagamitin, baka hindi kayanin yung structure, integrity, yung mga ganong mga usap, di ba? Kapag kausap mo yung architect, he can speak the language of the developers or the builders, but at the same time, he can talk to you in layman's terms para naiintindihan mo kung ano yung requirements at kung feasible ba yung gusto mong mangyari. So, these are your middlemen, and they serve as vital link between the business side and the technology side. Sila rin yung gumagawa ng blueprint. Sila yung nagde-decide na, okay, halimbawa sa banking app, right? Ano yung kailangan natin? Gagamit ba tayo ng Android? Magra-run ba to sa iPhone? May touchscreen ba ito? Anong klaseng security layers yung gagamitin? Paano siya kukonek? Gaano kadalas yung connections and all those technical stuff. But he can talk to the business, understand what the needs of the business are, and then translate that into technicals. So, yung may mga background sa business analyst, solutions design, program management, those that do requirements gathering, process mapping, quality testing, kung meron kang ganyang experience, you can use that as an entry point to be part of the digital transformation team. Actually, dito ako nagsimula. I used to be part of operations in the BPO industry. Pagkatapos, dahil naiintindihan ko how the operations work and I know a little bit of the technical side, that became my entry point. Eventually, ginamit ko siya to act as intermediary between the operations team and the technical team. And that's how it goes. In other videos, I would share more about my journey. But basically, that's your business and technology liaisons. And moving on to the next piece will be your project managers. Sila naman yung gamitin ulit natin yung illustration sa paggawa ng bahay. Sila yung mga foreman. Sila yung kumakausap sa mga manggagawa, sa mga welder, sa mga mason, sa mga karpintero. They manage the progress of the project according to the timeline, according to the budget, according to the manpower. Diba? Kapag ang foreman kulang ng tao, siya yung kakausapin ng architect. Ganon. So, ibig sabihin, kung meron kang skill or background or even certification in project management, or you have a experience planning work, doing Gantt charts, mayroon kang training sa PMP or project management, this will be a good opportunity for you to transition to digital transformation. Siyempre, kailangan mo rin dito ng konting ng background about budgeting, procurement, finding the right vendors, and of course, part of the being a project manager is to oversee yung project execution and even the testing of the program or the project that are being developed. So that covers the technical side or the technology side of the digital team. And normally, yan lang talaga yung apat na kailangan. Pero in order for you to understand the full circle of the digital transformation, I will also talk to you about the business side of things. So moving forward, this is the business side, and you have there your financial stakeholders, you have your marketers, you have your evangelists, and you have your implementation leads. Obviously, kung nag-start ka pa lang sa career sa digital transformation, hindi ka pwede dyan sa sponsor. So this is out of scope of this discussion. So I'll move on to the next part. Marketers. Ito naman yung, paano ba? Gamitin ulit natin yung illustration sa real estate. Sila yung mga real estate agent. Yan. Sila yung they know how to do technical sales. They do business presentations. They talk to the client. They manage the client's expectations. They do the marketing. So, ano ibig sabihin nito? Kung VA ka or may background ka sa SEO, may background ka sa technical copywriting, may background ka in, product launch, papasok ka dito. Pasok ka dito. You can still use that as a entry point to be part of the digital transformation team. Kasi, especially kapag meron kang passion sa technology, madali naman aralin technology di ba? Especially if you're a good communicator or mabilis kang makakatch ng bagong learning just by reading. Pasok ka rito. If you're a marketer, you just read on what is RPA, ano yung, or what are the technology being used. Tapos, you create a good presentation, PowerPoint presentation for that. Goods ka na dun. Right? Okay, so the next part will be the implementations leads. Okay, ito yung mga siguro gamitin ko yung illustration natin ulit sa real estate. Sila yung homeowners association. Sila yung nagma-manage ng transition from the as-is towards the new way of working or the BAU, the business as usual. So ito yung mga tao na may background sa transitions management, change management, they are very good implementation, and also they are very good in documenting incidents, raising the necessary tickets for that. Papasok din dito yung mga yung mga trainers. So kung, syempre, di ba, kapag, especially sa mga BPO, sa mga call center, pag mag-i-implement ng bagong tool, kailangan mo ng trainers who will train the people who will use it, di ba? So, again, if you have this kind of experience or you have this kind of skill, that means that can be key to start a career in digital transformation. And lastly, we have the evangelists, sila yung influencers, sila yung mga campaign managers natin. They are very good communicators, and they can pump up the excitement. Sila yung mga influencers natin, sila yung mga magagaling in highlighting the key features, advantage, and benefits of the project. They talk about, the bells and whistles, the advantages, the key features and highlights of the project, di ba? So again, medyo may overlap between the marketing or the marketers and the evangelists, and I would consider them to be one and the same. So again, if you have some background in technical copywriting, or you have had experience, talking to the clients, talking to senior levels of leadership, or you have basically a good placing personality, yung magaling kang mag-close ng sales, kung magaling kang mabudol, pwede mo itong gamiting entry point. So I think that basically summarizes what are the areas that you can use as entry point to start a career in digital transformation. And I hope nakatulong. If you find this useful, feel free to share. And I hope you could join us also in our Facebook community. Just type in the search bar Digital Transformation PH, and we will be waiting for you to join us. Thank you, and until the next time. Bye bye.